Ash Meadows is a literal oasis in the vast Mojave Desert. It is also a national wildlife refuge that almost wasn't. Ash Meadows, named for the numerous ash trees that once grew in the area, is a large area of spring-fed wetlands and alkaline desert uplands. The National Wildlife Refuge, established in 1984, encompasses 23,000 acres. The National Wildlife Refuge is home to a number of rare native wildlife and plant species, with at least 26 known endemic species, that is, species found in Ash Meadows but nowhere else on Earth. Ash Meadows enjoys the distinction of having the greatest concentration of endemic life in all of the U.S. and the second greatest in North America. 5 of the endemic species found at Ash Meadows are listed as endangered, while 7 are considered to be threatened with extinction. The threats that these endemic species face arise from habitat destruction and the encroachment of non-native species. It is water that makes Ash Meadows a special location. Water enters an underground aquifer system more than 100 miles to the northeast of Ash Meadows. Over a period of time, this water moves through the ground until reaching a geological fault that, acting like a dam, forces the water to the surface. There are more than 50 seeps and springs in Ash Meadows that are fed by this underground water source, with more than 10,000 gallons of water being pushed to the surface every minute of every day of every year. Because Ash Meadows is a desert oasis, it is home to a variety of wildlife, including more than 27 species of mammals, like black-tailed rabbits, bats, desert cottontails, and kangaroo rats. Some of the other interesting species found at Ash Meadows include the antelope ground squirrel. These critters scurry around the desert with their white tails lifted up over their backs to help stay cool beneath the desert sun. An antelope ground squirrel's body temperature can soar as high as 110 degrees Fahrenheit. They stretch out on the floor of their underground burrows to cool off. Bobcats. These cats may be active during the day when the weather is cooler, but they are still rarely seen because of their camouflage coats and their ability to run as fast as 30 miles per hour. Desert bighorn sheep. These animals make their way to Point of Rocks to drink. Desert bighorn sheep may go as long as 8 days without drinking water, but then they may drink nearly 5 gallons at one time when water is available. The chuckwalla lizard. These lizards will scamper into a rock crevice when frightened before gulping air to inflate their body size. The effect of this is to wedge the lizard into the crevice, making it hard for a predator to capture them. The western zebra-tailed lizard. These curious lizards are capable of running on only 2 legs at breakneck speeds of up to 18 miles per hour. The western zebra-tailed lizard will break off its own tail if necessary to escape from a predator. More than 275 species of migratory birds have been identified at Ash Meadows. And native fish. Ash Meadows is home to 4 species of native fish, like the Ash Meadows Amargosa pupfish, the Warm Springs pupfish, the Ash Meadows speckled dace, and the Devil's Hole pupfish, which is found only in Devil's Hole, an isolated water-filled cavern in a rocky hillside. More than 300 species of flower and shrubs may bloom in Ash Meadows during the spring years with ample rainfall. Ash Meadows is indeed a fascinating desert oasis with a wonderful diversity of plant and animal life. Scattered around the 23,000 acres of this National Wildlife Refuge are several sites that are well known, like Crystal Spring, which is also where the visitor center is located, Point of Rocks, Devil's Hole, Crystal Reservoir, Peterson Reservoir, and Longstreet Spring and Cabin. Ash Meadows is open daily from sunrise to sunset, and there is no entrance fee. Prepare to do some walking if you visit Ash Meadows, as most of these aforementioned sites will feature a parking area and a boardwalk or trail to access the feature. While the roads within the National Wildlife Refuge are mostly improved gravel, there are sections of washboard, and there are some areas that are not recommended for passenger cars, particularly if it is wet. Have you visited Ash Meadows National Wildlife Refuge? Let us know in the comments about your experience at this desert oasis. Awesome, very positive experience, and I think the light rain today actually made it all the more enjoyable in its own way.